quarterfinals keep on rolling as you join us back inside the Smart Araneta Coliseum. Ito nga pong mga malahiganting mga import ay magkakatapatan na naman para sa tropa at sa Petroniverse. Henry Sims going toe-to-toe once again 48 hours after kontra dito kay Jerome Jordan. Pero syempre, pag tropa at Petroniverse ang ating pinagkwentuhan, hindi mo pwedeng hindi pagbalingan ng papansin etong si Mighty Mouse Jimmy Alapag and si Alex Cabagnot. Welcome once again to our live coverage. Mag-umarjan po kasama natin si Dominic Uy. Ayan nga po, Kabagi and the Almighty. Magbabakbaka na naman from beyond. Mag-umarjan, Dominic Uy. Makakasama natin mamaya-maya si Jessica Mendoza. Dominic, etong Petron, just 48 hours ago, finally, after a long while, nakaisa na rin dito sa tropang Texters. How big of a factor is that gonna play in this short series?
Well, kung napansin mo yung mga nabasa or kung nabasa mo lahat ng mga sinabi nila Coach na Olsen Rosella, he wasn't too happy about it. Yes, nanalo sila, but ang pakiramdam niya hindi linabas ng talking text talaga yung laro nila. Some people are saying na sinukat. Yes, maybe. Doesn't matter. Finally, they won in today's game. Ito na ang simula kasi wala nang taguan ng baraha na tinatawag.
Kaya nga magtatapatan na ang mga alas dito, yung mga bunutan na, yung mga mabibigat na baraha. Una natin pagtuunan ng pansin, yung bakbakan dyan sa backcourt. Ito nga si Mighty Mouse Jimmy Alapag kontra naman kay Crunchman Alex Cabagnot.
Well, these two guys will have to play well for their teams to advance into the semifinals. And when I say they have to play well, not necessarily in scoring, but they have to lead their teams. Kaya nga sila tinawag na court general. Sila ang inaasahan to be able to create for their teammates and to make the right decisions kapag kinakailangan.
Miyembro rin naman na magkabilang ko po nandito yung dalawa sa pinaka-versatile na forward in the PBA today. Talking about RDO, Ronaldel Del Campo, going up against the Spider-Man, Armin Santos.
Well, you look at these two guys, both very effective for their teams, pero magkaiba. Yung isa, silent contributor. Yung isa, double-double machine. Armin Santos, of course, much more heralded in terms of yung kanyang emotion towards the basketball game. Pero yung effect nitong dalawang to for their respective teams, napakalaki. So you want them to be able to get going at the start. You want Ronaldel to get his points, and you want Armin Santos to be able to contribute in terms of the boards and yung mga offensive putbacks.
Yan ang tututukan natin all night long and for the rest of the series. Pero syempre sa dami ng pinagdaanan ng ating magkalabang koponan ngayon, etong kanilang mga import, ikatlo na yan para sa kanilang mga laban.
Well, these two imports, relatively young in the league in terms of the number of games, but you know that they're very effective. Kaya naman sila dinala dito. When you look at itong si Jordan, very young, maybe needs a little bit more of experience, but also the same para dito kay Sims. Ganun din sila. Magkaiba ang ganilang ginagawa. Sims more of a face-up player. Ito namang si Jordan more of the athletic and wants to pound it inside.
Isa pang matchup na dapat nating tutukan dito ay yung mga all-around player na magkabilang koponan. Speaking about etong si Marshall Lassiter and si Ryan Reyes.
Ang ganda dito sa dalawang ito, mukhang sila magkakatapatan talaga. Marshall, of course, you expect him to score, but he can also defend. Ryan Reyes will provide you the hustle and at the same time, try to lock down a guy like Marshall Lassiter. You have to keep Marshall Lassiter in check because he can change the game for Petron.
At sa lalim talaga ng bench ng magkabilang koponan, talagang kailangan din nating silipin pa. Etong si Jason Sensation, yung naging finals MVP or naging best player of the conference noong nakaraang Philippine Cup.
Well, itong si Jason Castro, I feel he's the most dangerous player in the PBA one-on-one because he can really change things up. Kaya naman siya tinatawag na Jason Sensation. And the great thing about Jason Castro, hindi siya takot to take that last shot, and we've seen him play injured. We've seen him do too many things for Talking Text, and that's why whenever you play Talking Text, sige, pag-uusapan mo yung Alapag, pag-uusapan mo yung Del Campo, but Jason Castro will always be there to think about.
Now just moments away from the opening tip, ang pag-usapan naman natin, Dom, yung listahang inihanda mo, ang ating Dom's Do's and Don'ts. Unahin natin yung para sa Petron.
Pag-usapan natin itong sa Petron Blaze Boosters, what do they have to do? Assert their inside presence. That's where their advantage is. Saan ba sila makakakuha ng advantage? Rebounding. They're the number one rebounding team. They need to be able to go to a guy like Junmar Fajardo, Sims, and Arwin Santos. If they get those points inside, they will definitely make some headway in this ballgame. Pag-usapan naman natin yung mga don'ts para dito sa Petron Blaze Boosters. Don't let Jason Castro and Jimmy Alapag create, because if you know the offense of Talk and Text, it's dribble and drive, at nagsisimula yan dito kay Jason Castro and Jimmy Alapag, especially off those ball screens. So that's what they really have to be able to watch out for.
Para naman dito sa tropang Texters, ano ang dapat nilang gawin at hindi dito sa larong ito?
Well, for Talk and Text, they need to knock down their outside shots, because once Alapag and Castro create, they need to be able to kick out, make those shots, para naman, if they're making their shots, makakuha rin ng lane itong sila Jason Castro, because if not, makaklag yung lanes, and then the big men of Petron will just stay inside.
Para naman sa don'ts,
when you look at the don'ts, you cannot get beat off the boards. If you're talking text, you're playing against the number 1 team off the boards, itong Petron Blaze Boosters. When you talk about second chance points, you gotta be able to box out. You cannot give off offensive rebounds. What you have to do, everybody has to box out. Team box out ang kinakailangan para sa Talk and Text.
Rebounding has been a problem all Commissioners Cup long para dito. Kina Coach Norman Black, they are dead last in the league in terms of rebounds per ball game. Number 1 naman sila pagdating sa 3-point percentage shooting. As we take a look at the starters para sa ating labanang papamagatang Bad Blood, Miranda, Lassiter, Sims, Santos, and Tubit. Makakatapat sina Alapag, Reyes, Jordan, Dillinger, and De Ocampo.
Parang understatement yung Bad Blood para dito sa dalawang koponan na to, no? Na both teams with so much pride wanting to get into the semifinals, and napakaganda no? Quarterfinals pa lang, magkatapat na sila.
The most storied franchise in the PBA, etong Petron, which used to be called San Miguel, versus the most dominant as of late team in Talk and Text.
When you look at Talk and Text, definitely they have been very dominant in the last few years. But Petron is a team that's searching for that. Parang pag manalo itong Petron ng isang championship, pakiramdam mo magiging tuloy-tuloy na the dominance. When they figure out how to win, it's going to be so difficult to beat Petron.
How about Talk and Text starting the playoffs from the number 6 spot? Sila po yung pang-anim na seed. Unfamiliar territory yan, Dom. Sanay na nasa ibabaw palagi. Paano kaya sila magre-respond dito?
Well, it's a test of character. Again, for Talk and Text, hindi nga sila sanay dito. And if you look at their statistics this conference, they're not the number 1 defensive team. And they have been winning consistently previously because of their defense.
Mintis yung unang atake ng tropang Texters. Petron now on the move. 6 na segundo na titira sa kanilang shot clock. Malayo yung 3 galing kay Lassiter. At yun nga yung binabanggit mo, no? Si Reyes yung tumatao sa kanya.
Well, he has the assignment of trying to stop Marcio Lassiter. Marcio, he's had playoff experience nung pa siya sa Powerade. So you expect him na pupuntahan siya talaga ng Petron. And you look at Marcio, he's the number 1 leading local scorer for Petron. So they run plays for him because itong si Marcio, kinakailangan din niya ng mga plays, especially setting up on the jump shot. So you know that they are looking for him, and he's an integral part of the offense of Petron.
Yung isa pa nating matchup na pinangako nating tututukan, nagkatapatan na. De Ocampo nakapagpasabit ng foul dito kay Arwin Santos. Arwin Santos making only his 3rd start of the tournament para dito kay Coach Olsen Rosella.
Kung nung iba pa yung import nitong Petron, itong si Arwin Santos kind of took a back step. But now that they feel that they need a lot more from Arwin Santos, especially yung fiery nature niya. Si Arwin kasing fiery nature niya, pinapakita niya sa laro niya in terms of his aggressiveness off the boards.
Ranidel De Ocampo gets TNT on the board. Tubit may tanga ng bola sa kabilang dulo. Santos will offer the pick. Hinahanap nila si Sims dun sa poste. Quick hands on the part of Jordan, gets the ball back over to Tubit. 5 segundo na lang sa shot clock. Ranidel takes it away. Alapag finds Dillinger on the run. 3-on-2. The Daredevil finishes with a left hand.
Well, Jared Dillinger, one of the guys who's really made an impact in the Smart Gilas program, and yung kumpiyansang yun dinadala niya dito. Usually when you look at Jared Dillinger, parang second string siya sa Talk and Text. They're that strong, and depending on sino makakalaban nila. But Dillinger, they're happy that he's back from that injury, and he can do so many different things. That's why he made that Gilas program.
Denok Miranda fouled on the way to the hole. Solid play galing dito kay Denok in less than 23 minutes of action through the elimination round. 8 points, 3 rebounds, and more than 3 assists per ball game. Pumasok yung kanyang unang free throw, yan lang ang problema niya. 48% shooting siya from that 15-foot line.
Ever since nung naglalaro pa ng college basketball tong si Denok Miranda, his free throw shooting is one of the things that he needs to improve on.
4-1 is the score. Yung split gets Petron on the board. Barely 2 minutes into the action. Dillinger looking for Jordan. Sims meeting Jordan all the way up top. Hindi makatanggap si Alapag. Ganda naman ang depensa ni Miranda.
And that's the defense that you want. You don't want Jimmy Alapag to create for his teammates, so you delay it. Ngayon, makita mo yung shot clock. 1 second there.
Anidel couldn't bail him out. Sims for the rebound. Tubid directing traffic. Pupunta muna kay Sims. Lassiter sa kanyang kaliwa. Sims puts it on the floor. Teardrop is good para kay Henry.
Using his quickness that time against the talk and text import.
Kabilang dulo, mga kalabaw naman si Jerome Jordan. Nakuyog siya doon. Humihingi ng foul ang buong bench ng Petron dahil binigyan pa raw o pinag-iwanan ng pasalubong itong si Tubid. Malamang exchange gift naman yun. Si Tubid yung katapat mo doon as Denok gets the short one.
And nobody trying to stop Denok Miranda on that drive.
Reyes kontra Lassiter. Spinning baseline. Reyes gustong mga tawan. Taking the contact and will through to the line for 2 shots.
That is an example na trinabaho ni Ryan Reyes itong si Marshall Lassiter. He was really trying to get him down low to be able to make that spin towards the basket, and Marshall opted to just push him off with the foul.
Reyes coming into the playoffs averaging 8 points, 3 rebounds in less than 21 minutes of action. Talagang ang ganda nung pag-distribute ni Coach Norman ng minuto sa kanyang mga tropa.
Well, one thing about talking text is they've been so dominant. That's why there's a lot of injuries also, because usually every conference mas madami silang nilalaro, then they play so hard, they give a lot of pride on defense. So may mga injuries. That's why he needs to be able to distribute the minutes para hindi masyadong mabugbog yung mga players, and they will peak at the right time.
Tubid lines it up and dials it in. Petron now up by 2, 8-6. Jordan, deep position. Sinabayan pa rin ni Sims.
Oh, great defense that time by Sims. Kita mo gano'ng kahirap yung tirang ginawa ni Jordan. And if you talk about intimidating presence, you know, they've only been here for a while, and Sims really trying to get that block off Jordan. And itong si Sims, batang-bata pa yan. So just experience is what he needs in this ballgame. Could be his first playoff.
Santos bothered by RDO. Miranda is fouled by Deo Campo.
Magkaiba yung field goal percentage natin sa simula. 20% for talk and text, 75 naman for Petron.
Yan naman lamang dito ng 2 puntos ang Petron. Talk and text kinukuha sa dami ng possession.
And you look at the free throws, 4 out of 4 for talk and text.
Dapat pong 4 na minuto lumilipas dito sa game number 1. Race to 2 lang to Unang makadalawa lulusot na into the semifinals.
Baka Sunday pa lang tapos na ang komperensya mo, and these two teams really, you're expecting them to slug it out game in and game out.
As we remind everybody na mula sa mga Court of Inspiration na itinayo ng kani-kanilang mga kababayan mula Visayas at Mindanao sa tulong ng Alaksan FR at Bitbit ang kanilang pangarap na maging susunod na basketball star, na andito na ang 50 Alaksan National Campers na nagpakita ng sipag, determinasyon at pagpupursige. Ngayon ang huling araw ng kanilang 3-day training sa National Camp kasama ang PBA Legends, at sa kanilang pagtatapos, bumisita sila dito sa PBA upang mapanood at makilala ang kanilang mga inspirasyon, ang mga PBA players. Tumutok lang mamaya sa Active Center para sa kabuuan ng kanilang Day 2 sa camp.
Great pass that time by Jim Alapag, setting up his import for that slam.
9-8 is the score. Petron trying to add to this 1-point lead. Jordan beating Sims to the leather. Nakatama pa niya doon sa tuhod ni Sims bago lumabas ang bola.
Well, this is that play. Jimmy Alapag off that pick and roll. 1-2 step slam for Jordan.
Alapag on the move. Looking for Jordan once again. Pass a little too hot. Nasa Petron na ang bola, and all of a sudden itong talk and text applying pressure in the backcourt just to delay itong diskarte ng Blaze Boosters. Sims looking for Lassiter. Reyes beats him to the punch. Reyes pushes it the other way. Nice bounce to Dillinger. Napitin lang yung kanyang maiksing tira. Tubid on a 2-on-1 to Santos. Stopping on a dime. Arwin gets the 2 points.
great being patient. That one little ball fake na paatras itong si Jordan. Open for the 2 points, Arwin Santos.
Kaya naman napatawag ng maagang timeout dito sina Coach Norman Black dahil 3 na ang abante ng Petron.
It's the first game of the playoffs para sa Petron at Talk and Text dito lang sa Active. At it's always a challenge to go up against a team as experienced at Talk and Text. And it's no different para sa Petron. Pero sabi ni Coach Olsen Resela, aware din ng Blaze Boosters na corporate rival nila ang Talk and Text. Kaya laging may extra motivation pag sila ang katapat. And it's a big confidence boost na nanalo sila nung Wednesday even if it was a no-bearing game. Dagdag din ni Coach, may personal challenge para sa kanya pag si Coach Norman Black ang kanyang katapat. At sabi niya, hindi lang niya inaasahan na sana maisahan niya si Coach Norman ngayon, but also he wants to take away something, to learn something from going up against him, guys.
The 2 flagship teams of two of the biggest conglomerates dito sa Pilipinas magbabakbakan. The student wanting to learn a thing or two from the master, Coach Norman Black.
Well, that's the beauty of Olsen Resela. He knows that he's still trying to learn. You know, he has a lot to learn pa dito sa pag-coach dito sa PBA. And what a great way to start out your playoff career. Kalaban mo agad itong si Coach Norman Black.
Miranda against Alapag. Ina Pique Santos. Then off to Arwin from the outside. Long 2 is out. Dillinger para sa rebound. Those teams sticking with their starting units here, coming up on the halfway mark ng quarter number 1. Jordan looking for Alapag. Kay Reyes na lang inabot ang bola. Reyes for 3. Punches it through!
Ryan Reyes with 5 points already here in the first quarter. Yung unang dalawa niya nanggaling sa free throw. Just a smart plays for Ryan Reyes.
Tabla sa 11 ang ating bakbakan. First deadlock of this contest. Lassiter to Santos. Puts it on the floor. Offensive foul whistled there on Arwin Santos as he tried to recover that lone pass.
So far, nahihirapan talaga itong si Marshall Lassiter dun sa depensa pinapakita ni Ryan Reyes. And that's again, the plays for Talk and Text. They need to be able to defend that pick and roll na pinapakita ng Talk and Text.
Narito na siya, pinasok na ng tropang Texters. As Alapag looking to operate, they swing it around. Reyes, nice bounce to Jordan. Two-handed jam.
But look at that play of Talk and Text from one side, pick and roll. It was swung all the way to the other side. Then umabot din sa kanilang import. One quick spin, 2 points again.
Pero yung magiging crisp and quick ng mga pasa, yung nag-isusi doon.
At makikita mo ganun ka-crispy because that's something that they run in practice.
Hindi na naka-recover ang depensa na itong Petron. Miranda over to Tubid. Put a shot on him. Tubid back to Miranda. Here's a long one. Deno comes up short. Couldn't bail him out of that shot clock trouble.
Talk and Text still shooting 33%. This is that play. Pick and roll. And then all the way swung to the side. Jordan for a slam.
Mang Tomas Macho ganado move yan. Isang boteng Mang Tomas patok sa mga macho ng buhay nyo. Mang Tomas Macho ganado. 13-11. Petron now down by 2. Lassiter looking for the deadlock. Di makakuha. Jordan with yet another board. So far, Talk and Text holding their own kontra dito sa Petron. Lapag talagang hinahanap nila. They wanna get Jerome Jordan going and maybe even get Henry Sims in foul trouble.
So far, Jimmy Alapag has just been creating for his teammates. Hindi pa siya masyadong tumitira. And he's been successful setting up their report. So when you look at Jordan, parang hindi mo pa nakikita yung full potential niya eh.
Jerome Jordan, bitin dun sa una. And for more on Jerome, balikan natin si Jessica.
Magmumalaking bagay para kay Jerome Jordan na nakatapat niya ang Petron as preparation for the playoffs. Para sa kanya, it's important to get his feet under him as quickly as possible. And sabi rin ng mga teammates niya, Jerome is perfect for their system. Not only is he a strong inside presence, he's a very good passer. Ang siguro naging konting problema lang ni Jerome is yung init. Sabi niya, lately, he's been trying to stay indoors, guys.
Ako rin eh. Ayoko naglalabas eh.
Ako naman, gusto ko sa labas.
Aba?
Kung nasa beach ka nga lang, yun lang.
Pero yung nakakainin at napansin natin yan nung nakarang Wednesday dong. And that fourth quarter, aba, halos naubusan na itong si Jerome Jordan as Sims is fouled. 1 point in the fourth quarter lang for 18 points in total para kay Jordan. Halos hindi na nga siya humihingi ng bola doon.
Well, mapapansin mo yun eh. Pag pagod na yung isang player, hindi na humihingi ng bola yan. Especially a guy like Jordan. because he plays inside, so he has to get that position first. Makikita mo, yung unang mga plays na, di ba, slam dunks, but he needs to be able to screen first at make contact yun, nakakapagod yun. Or he has to seal himself or seal his defender and get the 2 points.
Binanggit mo na kanina na sinabi ng coaching staff na itong Petron na baka sinusukat pala sila, baka hindi pa inilabas ang lahat ng bara. Ano tingin mo nangyari doon? Talaga bang mayroong posibilidad na si Jordan, pinakita mo na, ayan ang gagawin ng Sims, ayan ang gagawin ng Fajardo, Santos in Washington, panorin mo.
Well, I think they definitely did not show everything that they can. Because, wala naman sila masyadong mag-gain dun eh. So, you want to be able to try different things. Papakita mo sandali, see how they react, and then take it to your series. Ito na, yung simula, game number 1. And so far, Talk and Tech's been moving the ball well, knocking down 3-point shots, and also getting the ball inside.
Pasalamatan muna natin ang ating mga radio partners. 90.7 Love Radio, 101.1 Yes FM, 96.3 Easy Rock, at ang ating mga kasama over at DCSR 918 AM Sports Radio. Benji Santiago, Pari Pascua with the call of the action tonight. Pati yung FD natin na extra dun, si Miss Crystal Eduardo.
Kala ko na-excite na siya na si Benji tsaka si Barry.
Hindi, tinulak ko. Tinulak ko lang. 16-12 is the score. Talk and Text starting to take control here in the first quarter, Dom.
So they've been doing so far what they're going to their strength. They've been able to create off that pick and roll, and also they're able to set up their shooters. Nakakadalawang 3 points na itong Talk and Text. Yung isa doon kay Ryan Reyes, yung isa naman kay Ranidel.
Coach Olsen Rosella should be happy about that. They located the open man coming off their own timeout. Ganyan din naman nangyari sa tropa nung napatawag ng maaga kanina si Coach Ronald Black. Pero tignan mo naman, hindi na matutuwa si Coach Olsen. Wala nang nag-recover do sa atake ni Deo Campo.
Well, too easy para kay Ranidel de Ocampo. One dribble, 2 steps, all the way to the basket, and nobody helped.
Abagnot with a pull-up. Scampering for it, pero naunahan siya ni Bonasher. Castro is bothered by Lassiter. Nanatili ang possession dito sa tropa. Taking another look at that last attack by Ranidel, getting the drop on Arwin Santos. Nobody home para sa Petron.
Somebody should be helping on that other side. Strong side pa naman ni Ranidel de Ocampo yan.
Aban pumasok na, pasama pa si Aloseni para dito sa tropa. Castro with the leather. Steps on the gas, natagaan ni Cabagnot, pero pati braso kasama.
So far for Talk and Text, they have already 4 assists. And even if they're not shooting the ball, or they started out not shooting the ball well in this quarter, lamang itong Talk and Text because they've been getting to the line, and plus, nung gumanda na yung kanilang laro, yung mga shots nila were open.
Castro overshoots it. Nananatiling tatlo ang abante ng tropang Texters. Lutz now on the floor para sa Petron. Gets it over to Sims. Sims on the move. Puts it up and in.
So far, Sims already with 5 points. 2 times that he went to the basket using his quickness, he was rewarded.
Sa isang abante ng tropa. Less than 2.5 remaining in quarter number 1. Bonasher may tangan. Natigit sa kanyang parang linta. Etong si Marshall. They go to Jordan. Fajardo had a hand on that rebound and finally collars it para sa Petron.
Well, let's see if Junmar Fajardo can duplicate that game that he had last Wednesday.
Double performance yun, ano? But this time around, mukhang handa ang tropa, slapping that leather away. 2-minute warning na in first quarter. Castro, bigla na lang umatake. Ang bilis talaga ng hindi first step first 3 steps dito ni Castro.
Pero ang kagandahan doon, napakaganda ng depensa ng Petron. They were able to help the helper. Naiwanan ni Jason Castro yung bantay niya, but Cabagnot able to get to that passing lane.
Alipik, pumasok para kay Jordan. Sinabayan naman ni Washington ang pag-relyebo dito kay Lassiter yun. Shot clock is at 8 para sa mga nakaputi. Castro lines up a 3. Bang!
Every time on that pick and roll, hindi nakakahabol yung mga primary defenders. Jason Castro now with his first 3-point shot and the third for Talk and Text this quarter.
Paulan ng tres dito ang TNT. Makakabawi ba ang Petron? Lutz on the move, gets it out to Sims. Pull-up jumper, Henry delivers.
That's what you like about Sims. He's steady from the outside, he has that jumper, and he's not afraid to take that shot.
Basta dalawang hinahabol dito ng Blaze Boosters. Castro kontra Cabagnot. Aloseni will offer to pick. Castro, and traffic. Pull, top tayo na Umabot! Wala dito kay Sims.
One thing I noticed with Sims, dun sa kanyang mga laro dito halos lahat ng mga tirang napupunta sa harapan niya, hinahabol talaga niya. At kahit medyo malayo pa, hinahabol pa rin itong si Henry Sims.
2.3 shot blocks per ball game ang average niya ni Henry Sims. Nakakuha pa siya ng rebound doon. Nakakataon ng Petron makatabla. 5th rebound of the game for the Petron import. Lutz with a pull-up. Overshoots. The Kraken in traffic. Nice jab step fake. Nawalan pa rin ang bola doon sa traffic.
Oh, good team defense that time by Tokentex. Maganda yung pag-help ni Harvey Carey.
Castro goes the other way. Fonacher puts it on the floor. Pull-up jumper on top of Sims. Wala. Harvey Carey. Offensive rebound. Tokentex will reset this attack. Slight differential between the quarter clock and shot clock. Tokentex has 12 seconds to work with. Castro winding down the time. Now starts to make his move. 2 to shoot. Castro for 3. Not that time around. That'll do it para sa unang 12 minuto ng aksyon. Itong Tokentex magbabaon ng 2-point lead. 21-19 as we take a look at some of Dominic Puig's deuce. Knockdown outside shot. Pang-uy lalam ang dating niyan. At Barangay Ginebra Rain or Shine sa MOA Arena pagdating ng linggo. Game 2 naman ng mga serye natin ngayon. Etong Petron at Tokentex susundan ng salpukang San Mig Coffee at Meralco. Lumarchon kasama natin si Dominic Uy with Jessica Mendoza completing our trio. Fajardo, hand off to Washington. Reverse is out pero meron namang foul.
Using his quickness there, that's the beauty of a Jay Washington. He's so tall, he's so athletic, and if he moves well without the basketball, yung ganun, iba yung nagsiset up that time nang galing yung pasa dito kay Junmar Fajardo, it's gonna be so difficult to stop him.
Hey Washington, you gotta be happy about the work he's put in. Pinaalala lang sa akin ni Miyaka nung isang Miyaka Lim, of course, we're talking about yung nung bumagsak yung balikat nito ni Jay Washington back in the day. How do you recover from a dislocated shoulder?
Well, madami ng injuries itong si Jay Washington, and the beauty is he still keeps on plugging away, trying to get back, get in the best shape that he can.
Jessica has this kwento about Petron.
Ang naging concern ng Petron during the last huddle was turnovers. Hindi natuwa si Coach Olsen Nasela sa 6 na that the team logged in the first quarter, and they aim to correct that by taking better care of the basketball. Marami rin nakapansin na hindi nag-start si Alex Cabagnot. I was told it's a coach's decision and they wanted to use him as an energizer off the bench, guys.
Ito nga, no? Nagiging kamatchup dito ni Cabagnot si Castro. Kaninang starting unit, alapag ang kabantayan niya, si Denok Miranda. Alose, nice fake by Raba. Everything but the shot sa pagkakataong yun.
Raba will play a major part also in this series because he needs to keep Junmar Fajardo busy.
Big pick from Peña. Washington on the move, gets it out to Lutz. Kasama nila si Fajardo and Cabagnot. Lutz.
If you think Jason Castro is quick, tignan mo rin yung Chris Lutz, napakabilis din yan with and without the basketball.
Long to lang para dito kay Jay Washington. Chabit moments ago, binabantayan sila nila Aloseni, Fonacher, Carey, Peak, and Castro. Washington wanting to use his height over Carey. Sa rebound play, merong foul. Looks like it's against Raba.
Raba sitting caught there. Inaakap si The Kraken.
Lutz will go through the Fajardo pick. Junmar slides. They swing it around the other way. Cabagnot in traffic. Kicks it out. 14 on the shot clock. Pwede pa mag-reset dito ang Petron. Cabagnot does so. Now he takes it to the rack. Sobra lang yung kanyang tira. Aloseni recovers the rebound. Castro the other way to Fonacher. Ali
Could have been a traveling violation on Ali Peak.
loses the leather in the process. Washington doesn't see the numbers. Flips it up. Eh, laki ng paa ni Junmar na tapak sa baseline.
Well, that time Fajardo was not clear for that pass. And even if he got that basketball, dalawa ang nakatapat dito kay Fajardo.
Masyadong minadali doon ng Petron yung kanilang atake as they lead this game by 3 points. Conocierto Alusin bothered by Peña as well as Fajardo. Washington sa kabilang dulo. Nowhere to go. They reset with Cabagnot. Gets it to Fajardo. One step too many.
Well, a little bit too far. Sanay kasi si Junmar Fajardo na maybe a step closer para hindi na siya magdidribble. But that time, he kinda got the basketball dun sa may 3 points eh. So kapag 1-2 steps, kahit makuha niya yun, kaya nga napatatlo siya eh. Dahil parang, uy, ang layo ko pa. And he's used to not dribbling anymore and goes straight up to the basket.
Castro on the move. Tinaga ni Cabagnot from behind. Alex called for his second personal foul. Reyes now has touch to contend with. Kaninang first quarter, sila rin ang kapusitan niya. Reyes to the hole. Scoop shot, hindi uubra.
Kapusitan niya.
Magdamag yan hanggang sa linggo at kung maaabot pa ng Miyerkules to, sigurado ko yan.
Alam mo, pag meron ka mga matchup talaga, yun ang naiisip mo. At pag naiisahan ka, nakakabuisit ka naman talaga.
Carry, bailout jumper, long two para sa kanya.
The beauty for Harvey Carey is he can knock down those shots. Pag nakita mo yung lima on the floor, si Harvey Carey, doon mo na ibibigay sa kanya yung bola because he's probably the least offensive-minded in that 5 guys dito sa talk and text. But when he knocks down a long two like that, plus nakakuha siya ng mga offensive rebounds, that's why he's had such a long career here in the PBA and has never moved to any other ball club.
Usually, ang mga deadly jumper ni Harvey Carey from the baseline, around sa ibabaw niya kinuha. Yun ang magandang contest ng piso-piso. Si De La Cruz at si Harvey Carey. Tony De La Cruz of Alaska and Harvey Carey. Talking piso-piso dyan sa baseline. 17-2. Kanino ka?
Kay Doug Kramer.
Ayun. Nice. Diba? Sa forma, wala mo nanalo.
Picture perfect.
24-23. Petron takes the slither away. Cabagnot to Peña. Trying to carve out some space. Dorian overshoots. Para sa rebound.
That's the difference for Talking Text and Petron. Kapag nagsi-screen itong si Dorian Peña, his only option really is to go towards the basket. He won't spot up for the 2 points kaya nakasad na yung depensa ng Talking Text.
Patuloy ang pananalasa dito ng Tropang Texers as they snatch back the lead 25-24. Ollie Peak delivering the goods. Timeout muna para sa Petron. As we take a look at beautiful people inside the building. Coach likes the run and his family also in attendance here. Binawasan yung score ng Petron dahil yung pinapakita kanina ni Direk Julius Melo na 3-point shot ni Jay Washington.
Nakatapak. Nakatapak.
So yan, 25-23. Dalawa na po ang abante rito ng tropa. Just over 4 minutes having gone by sa quarter number 2. Washington may tangan, hinahanap si Fajardo. Ganda ng bakbakan nila doon ni Jordan. Washington, no line of sight, they swing it the other way. 5 to shoot, Miranda to Sims. He shows a 16-footer once again. Hindi nga lang umubra that time around. Look at Ryan Reyes, out-rebound his own import.
And you look at Talk and Text, yung kanilang scrambling defense, helping each other out, forcing Petron into that jumper.
Alapag bounces it to RDO. Ranidel, sidestep, beauty, gets the 2 points.
And if you look at that play, bakit naiiwanan ni Ranidel yung mga kalaban niya all the way out from the 3 points is because he can knock down that 3-point shot. So you have to recover long on Ranidel, then he has the quickness to put it on the floor and get to the basket.
Back to the biggest lead of the game, 4 puntos para dito sa Tropang Texters. 5 minuto lumilipas sa ating second frame. Sims in trouble. Alapag finding Reyes on the run. Ryan Reyes, naku, nabitin yung bit-bit niya doon.
Sorry, missed that time by Ryan Reyes.
Miranda with a pull-up. Itintin yung resulta noon. Kanino bola. Washington recovers it para dito sa Petron. Natin yan si Jay Washington. Started his career with the Stock and Text franchise. Nabanggit nga niya noong nakaraan. He still loves to compete against his former team. He hopes to get one over them this time around. Fajardo, power step doesn't work.
Well, I like what Fajardo's doing. Even though he's not getting the ball or he's not knocking down the shots, he's making Jordan work.
Ayun, no? Binigyan pa niya ng siguradong 2 free throws. Ito si Jordan. Nanigurado siyang walang 3-point play opportunity. Ito yung
Good help
Sims
defense
kanina.
that time. And
Ryan
this is,
Reyes.
yun yung mintis. Nabitawan ni Ryan Reyes. Well, he was trying to get that shot up right away. Because usually, gagamitin ni Ryan Reyes yung board. Kaya naman sinasabi ng lahat ng mga coaches, di ba? Always use the board. But Ryan Reyes trying to use his quickness and get that shot up right away.
Lassiter, binalik dito ni Coach Olsen. Makakasama sina Miranda, Lutz, Fajardo, and Sims. Katapat nila ngayon. Sina Alapag, De Ocampo, Reyes, Jordan, and Dillinger. Coming up on the halfway mark ng second quarter. Pull-up jumper, Sims. Susunod-sunod na mintis niya from the perimeter.
Well, the difference now of the shots of Sims, hindi na siya wide open. He's actually off the dribble, or the shot clock is winding down, so the pressure is a little bit different as compared to this getting the ball and then shooting the jumper.
Alapag kontra Miranda. That's how we started this game. This time, iniwan ni Jimmy. Si Deno, they swing it around. Reyes for 3. Doesn't work. Sims gets it over to Lassiter. Dano out on the run, looking to power his way through. Dano all the way.
Great ball movement on one end, but on the other end, Petron knocking down that fast break.
Dillinger loses it in midair. 28-25. Petron can come to within 1. Lassiter for the tie. Lutz couldn't hit the 3. Sims underneath, gets the basket.
Getting it in between De Ocampo and Jordan, working hard for that offensive rebound, getting the 2. 9 points para kay Sims.
Ang Alabao might be an understatement doon sa sequence na yun.
Pero parang hindi bagay, ang payat eh.
Kaya nakakalusot. All heart na lang talaga. De Ocampo drills it. Just when Poketex needed it the most.
And you know, when you're defending somebody, either, kung nakakashoot sa labas, titikita mo ng konti. Ang ginagawa kasi ni Ranidel, shoot ako sa labas, pag lumapit ka ng bahagya, dadrivean kita, hindi ka na naman lumapit ngayon, titiraan na naman kita ng 3 points. That's why it's so difficult to stop Ranidel.
Nakahuli si Jerome Jordan, nakatangan doon sa salawal nito ni Junmar Fajardo, kaya hindi nakaangat eh. For that lob pass, it's gonna be the 14th foul para dito sa tropang Texters. Tubid back on the floor, kasama pa si Arvin Santos. So the starting unit of Petron back on the floor. Steno gets it out to Sims. Now he takes it to the hole. Left-handed layup is good.
You look at the scoring of Henry Sims. When he goes to the basket, he's rewarded. Using his quickness, 1 dribble to the basket, left-hand layup, 2 points para kay Sims.
31-29. Another near steal by Petron. They have been stepping it up on the defensive end. Alapag gustong makipagsayaw dito kay Miranda. 8 seconds to work with. Jimmy lobs it to RDO. Underneath, De Ocampo gets the basket. May kasama pang foul.
The big men of Talk and Text just know how to move when Alapag is trying to create, or Dillinger or whoever. That quick cut by Ranidel, and then late help by Marshall Lassiter. 2 points para kay RDO.
Kinaiinis na mga coach. Mga sundot lang na ganun.
You gotta make your fouls count. 14 points already for Ranidel.
Pintis ka lang yung kanyang bonus. 33-29. It is Talk and Text by 4 points. Sims on the move once again. Puts it off the glass. Napalakas. Arvin is there for a stick back.
And you like that play because Henry Sims took it quick to the basket, and then you have Arvin Santos trying to crash the boards. It's so difficult to box out Arvin because he's quick off his feet and he has that monster second and third jump.
Alapag to the corner. Dillinger looking to beat Miranda. Forced to kick it out. 6 to work with. Jimmy looking for Jordan. 4 na segundo na titira sa shot clock. Madali tuloy ni Jordan yung kanyang tira. Magkakataon na naman ang Petron dito makatabla. Just over 3.5 remaining in the second quarter. Lassiter posting up against Jimmy. Lassiter now double teamed by Fonacher. They go back to that matchup. Lassiter, quick step to the baseline. Very, very nice. Very, very sneaky para dito kay Marshall.
A great move by Marshall Lassiter. And look at this move. Make them up. Got him off his feet. And then the 2 points for Marshall Lassiter. Parang pang big man yung galaw na yun ni Marshall Lassiter.
Back inside of Smart Araneta Coliseum sa pagpapatuloy ng quarterfinals ng inyong Commissioner's Cup. Gilas Pilipinas National Team Head Coach Chot Reyes together with our good commissioner, Attorney Chito Salud. And then syempre si Boss Ricky Santos, Operations Chief ng ating PBA. And some of the Meralco Balls who came off a huge win kanina.
Big win by Meralco. 3-point win, and to be able to come off consecutive wins na ganun. Big win on Wednesday, then Friday again. Wow, Meralco really stepping it up here. But I'm really excited how Sunday Coffee is gonna come back on Sunday.
Sunday po yun, second game dito rin sa Big Dome as Bonashare shoves Talketex back into the lead. Sweet looking jumper mula dito kay Larry. Wala na po 3 minuto bago tayo bumalik sa Active Center with Miko Lili and Coach Frankie Lim. Arwin Santos ties it up once again.
There's one guy for Petron that they look to as a leader aside from Alex Cabagnon. It's Arwin Santos. He's been in the PBA for quite some time now, and people really look up to Arwin Santos.
First time in a long time though, Arwin Santos finishing the elimination round, not averaging double figures, 9.5 points per ball game lang. Only had a tournament high of 15 already with 6 here. Tingnan natin kung magpatuloy ang pagiging agresibo niya. Tobid with a pull-up, gets the 2 points.
They really brought in Ronald Tubig to Petron to be able to give them that energy, and that's why you love a Ronald Tubig when he's knocking down his shots. Mas ganado pa siya. Ganado na siya dumepensa, pero mas ganado pa yan pag nakakashoot.
Yun, ang matindi doon. Tama naman, sobrang ganado niya. Napituan siya ng foul dito. We take another look at that nice move creating the separation kontra dito kay Ponachel. Leo Campo spinning into the lane. Nice finger roll by Ranidel.
You talk about yung kanyang footwork. Ibang klase. It's so impressive. Such a big guy but so smooth. Itong si Ranidel de Ocampo getting to the basket.
Lassiter for 3. Doesn't work. Rebound battle. Sims recovers it. Gets it to Arwin. Off the glass. Napalakas. Ponasher natagukan dito ni Henry Sims.
That's not a foul by Henry Sims. I didn't like what Larry Ponasher did after that rebound.
Take another look at it after ng mintis na to. Yun, no? Mapapatingin si Sims dahil meron daw second motion. Sa natin mga tututukan. As we go along, Castro kicks it out. Castro from the baseline gets it to short and underneath. Sumakay pa kayo. Huwag lang kayo malikod.
He's so patient yung opensa nitong Talketex. They're really moving the ball in and out, and then getting it to the best person who has the opportunity on offense. Jason Castro finding De Ocampo, then swinging it, and then Alapag, and then Castro again getting it to their import. Jordan for the 2 points.
Santos for the rebound. Less than a minute and a half remaining. Bago natin makasalo ulit sila Miko Halili and Coach Frankie Lim as they break down this first half. Sims spinning baseline. Pull-up jumper in front of Jordan. Ranidel para sa rebound na naman.
Solid performance so far by Ranidel de Ocampo. 16 points.
Ranidel for long 2. Easy 8 puntos na para dito kay De Ocampo. What a first half, Tom.
18 out of the 41 points of Talketex coming from Ranidel at coming from the inside and the outside. Walang pilit na tira si Ranidel.
30-second timeout requested here by the Petron Blaze Boosters. Eto na naman yun, Dom.
Yun na naman yung play, The offense of Talketex really starts out off a pick and roll, and they'll see kung paano ba nagre-react yung depensa nitong Petron to be able to find that open man. De Ocampo, 18 points in 17 minutes.
Talk about efficiency. Lampas pa sa efficient yun. Noong Wednesday, etong si Ranidel de Ocampo scored only 13 points on 4 of 10 shooting in 30 minutes of action.
And if you look at the difference, Magu, dito sa ating first half, Talketex has 41 points, Petron has 37, pero yung puntos ng Talketex parang mas madali, mas fluid kaysa dito sa Petron.
Back last Wednesday, Togetex was held to just 33 in the first half. Ngayon nakaka-41 na as Henry Sims gets Petron to 39.
Good recovery by Henry Sims. Almost traveled, but stuck to it and got the 2 points.
Alapag now will ask for a 30-second timeout with 32 points remaining in this first half.
Togetex really able to lord it over in terms of they're really dictating the tempo dun sa kanilang half-court offense.
Take another look at that last pick and roll between Cabagnot and Henry Sims. Almost, but not quite. Henry Sims lucky to get away with that. A double-double already, though.
Henry Sims working hard for the Petron Blaze Boosters, only on his third game dito sa PBA, and you know, they kind of struggled nung nawala itong si Baltman, itong Petron. They were doing so well with Baltman. They had to change imports, and then now looks like they've found itong si Henry Sims. And I was talking to Coach Olsen Rosella, the beauty about this guy, sabi niya, kala mo kahit anong ipagawa mo gagawin niya.
Yun, matindi ito na. Coachable ang ibig sabihin. As Lutz comes in para kay Lassiter. Jordan getting an extra half minute of rest. Meron pang one foul to give dito ang Togetex. Ang Petron wala na. Penalty na. Castro on the move. Picks up his dribble. Gets it out to De Ocampo. Castro once again attacking the lane. Flips it up and out. Move it colors the board. 12 segundo pa natitira sa ating first half. Cabagnot will look to hold for last possible shot. Alapag gives up their last foul to give.
They know what's happening. They know the situation on the court that they have a foul to give. And yun, game of the Generals, Jimmy Alapag been so long in the league, he knows, understands situations, and makes good decisions.
Cabagnot on the move, loses that leather, pero merong foul from behind. Castro ang napituan sa kanyang pagsundot.
Just the first personal foul for Jason Castro.
At dahil penalty na nga rin ang tropa, 2 shots para kay Cabagnot.
Beat shotting first half, mapapansin mo. You have to give it to Togetex because they're playing their game. Petron kinda out of sync so far. Ang kagandahan dito para sa Petron, hindi naman sila naiiwanan, nandyan lang sila.
Cabagnot 6. The second. Tabla ang ating labanan. Time for a Hail Mary mula dito kay Jason Sensation. Sobrang lakas ng kanyang tira. 41 apiece at the end of the first 24 minutes of action. Sangka pa. Ganito kadikit ng laban na to.
And you know, the beauty of it, like I just mentioned, itong Togetex seems like they're really in control of this basketball game, but Petron right there, 41 all. And Petron Blaze Boosters is, you can see their potential. You know, their import is so far carrying them, but once the locals are able to contribute even more, it's going to be difficult for Togetex.
Speaking of local contributions, ibang klase naman talaga ang pinakita neto ni Ranedel De Ocampo para dito sa tropa. Ranedel, sinasabi ng coaching staff netong Petron, baka daw hindi nyo nilabas lahat ng barahan nyo last Wednesday. Eh, grabe naman pinakita mo dito, 18 puntos na. Eto na ba yung mga alas mo?
Hindi naman. Pareho lang. Talagang talo lang kami nung last game.
Diretsahan na.
Talo talaga.
Ano naman ang kailangan nyo pang gawin? Parang ang ganda na lang linalaro nyo pero hindi nyo maiwanan itong Petron.
Mahirap talagang iwanan tong Petron kasi nung tinalo namin sila dati, nag-overtime lang. Tsaka yung import nila noon, wala pa sa kondisyon nun eh. So talagang mahirap.
Salamat sa iyong oras, Ranedel, at good luck sa second half. So we are tied at 41. The active center with Miko Aliri and Coach Frank Lim is coming up on the other side of this break. The Talk and Tex and Petron battling toe-to-toe here in game number 1 of their best-of-3 quarterfinals. Mag-umarjan po kasama natin si Dominic Uy. Dom, silipin na natin right away yung linanda mong listahan kanina before this game. Umpisa natin yung mga Dom's Do's para sa Petron.
Well, for Petron, we had a number of things, or one thing that we wanted them to do is assert their inside presence. And those may not be kaagad na madaling mga puntos, but they were able to get close to the basket. That's why that's a star for getting their points inside the paint. Yun nga, every time makakapunta itong si Henry Sims sa loob, nakakapuntos itong Petron Blaze Booster. So that's a star for them.
Para naman sa don'ts na itong Petron. Red circle.
A red circle, because that means they were not able to do that. They still let Jason Castro and Jimmy Alabag create for their team, and that led to easy points para dito sa talk and text. Once Castro and Alabag are able to create for their teammates, it opens up too many situations for them.
Castro and Alabag have already combined for 7 assists in the first 24 minutes of action. Bumaling naman tayo ng atensyon sa kabilang dako, itong talk and text, ano yung mga boost nila?
If you look at talk and text, the things that they have to do, they needed to knock down their outside shots. They need to knock down their outside shots to be able to create more space for the guys like Jason Castro to be able to get to the basket even more easier. But they've been knocking them down, and once you knock those down, it's more harder to stop talk and text.
Ano naman ang nangyari doon sa don'ts na itong tropa?
Well, one of the don'ts for talk and text is don't get beat off the boards. And you got beat off the boards right there when you get Arwin Santos tipping it in for the easy two. You don't want to give off those offensive rebounds to Petron because they're the #1 team there. They will get a lot of points from that area, and if you want to be able to win this ball game, there are certain things that you cannot give your opponent.
Talagang di pa pwede yan. Mare-red dot ka ni Dominic. Uy, silipin naman natin yung mga nangyari. Breakdown of the numbers. First and foremost, yung first quarter of action, lumamang doon ang dalawa, ang tropa.
Well, if you look at the first quarter of action, Talk and Text was knocking down their outside shots, 3 out of 5 from that three-point area. And the rebounds went to Petron, so that's what they needed to do as well. But Talk and Text making Petron pay off those 6 turnovers, scoring 7 points. Kaya naman sila lumamang ng first quarter.
Pero pagdating ng second quarter, Petron naman ang nakakuha ng 2 puntos na kalamangan doon.
When you look at Petron, how did they get back in the second quarter? They did it because they played better defense. They had 3 steals and were able to score 4 points off those turnovers. Plus, they were able to move the basketball a little bit better. And yung tip in na yun ni Arwin Santos saka kay Henry Sims, doon nangyari yan sa second quarter.
Doesn't get any better than this quarterfinal action. Bad blood between Talk and Text and Petron. Do we expect it to reach fever pitch here tonight or baka sa Game 2, Game 3 pa yan?
Well, I feel that in the third and the fourth quarter, it will definitely pick up. We had a little bit of physicality already dun sa ating first 2 quarters. You expect them to be able to push a little bit more. Push meaning push each other inside the paint because more and more as the clock winds down, mas importante yung possession.
Talk and Text will parade their same starting unit in Jordan, Alapag, Reyes, Dillinger, and De Ocampo. Para sa Petron, pinasok na itong si Alex Capanot. Nakakasama si Tubid, Sims, Lassiter, and Fajardo. So Coach Olsen ang gumawa ng adjustments at the half dome.
Well, definitely Coach Olsen will have to make a number of adjustments to be able to maximize his strengths.
Ano kaya yung mga nabanggit na adjustments na yun kay Jessica? Makibalita tayo.
Let's start with Talk and Text, Magu. Para sa kanila, they want to improve on their rebounds. They were out-rebounded down in the first half. And they also showed an uncharacteristic performance mula sa free throw line. So they want to improve on that. They also want to do better defensively sa kanilang rotation para mahinto ang Petron from getting inside shots. For Petron, actually, parang napahaba nga ang discussion ng kanilang coaching staff. Pero ayon kay Coach Olsen, ang main concern lang talaga nila is to stop Ranidel, guys.
Ranidel De Ocampo now being guarded by Henry Sims here, Dom. As Talk and Text moves that leather around, Dillinger is in trouble. 6 to shoot. De Ocampo against Sims. Step back jumper. Ranidel gets the bounce.
Wow. Alam mo, napakahirap na nung tirang yun, ha? I was gonna say, that's a good move to put Henry Sims on Ranidel because he's as quick or could be even quicker than Ranidel De Ocampo, and he's longer, so much a challenging tirang yun, and Ranidel just knocking down that fadeaway shot.
Fajardo trying to carve out some space. Putata inabot dito kay Jordan. Petron will be left with 8 seconds to try and come up with a shot.
Ranidel just hot in this ball game. At the end of the first quarter, 7 out of 9. So making that 8 out of 10.
20 puntos na para dito kay Mr. Wonderful as Lassiter overshoots. Cabagnot is there to clean it up.
Again, getting beat off that offensive board. Cabagnot getting the 2 points for Petron.
Cabagnot who started majority of the games para dito sa Petron in the elimination round. 7 out of the 11 he played as Ranidel gets his 22nd point.
That was a smart play because hindi na pinaset up yung depensa nitong si Henry Sims. They, again, Talk and Text moved the basketball well, getting Ranidel off that baseline cut. Quick spin, 2 points.
Lassiter to Fajardo, loses that leather. Alapag right there to take it away. The Mighty Mouse to Jordan on the run. traffic, natubid, palabas yung bola.
Rewarding his big man, itong si Jimmy Alapag. He saw his import running down the lane, trying to get him the basketball.
Ikaw nga tanongin ko, sino ba mas kamukha ni Jerome Jordan? Si Kelly Williams o si Javel McGee?
Oo, no? Parang mahirap. Halo.
No? As Ryan Reyes, nininis pa yung ring sa pagpasok ng tres na yon. Panik na sa limang, abante ng tropa.
Tokentex starting out really hot here in the third quarter, knocking down their shots. For Petron, you could pretty much struggling in a way. Muntik pa matawagan na pinapalo itong si Jordan.
Kaya si Fajardo, iiling-iling na lang doon dahil na-delay nga yung kanyang movement, still managed to get the 2 points. Reyes to De Ocampo, once again, tata siya ngayon dito kay Henry Sims.
And that's the adjustment. Now that Henry Sims is longer, he's taller, he can reach that jumper of Ranidel De Ocampo.
Let's see if this changes the rhythm, yung kumpiyansa at yung laro na nakuha na ni Ranidel through the first 2 quarters and change. Sims attacking him on the other end. Fajardo hustles for it. Nice finger roll. Talk about finesse. May kasama pang foul.
Talk about working hard off the boards for Fajardo. Getting that ball,
Power and finesse in one move. Using his power to get that rebound away from Jordan. Tapos bigla na lang napakaganda ng paglagay niya sa ring.
at hinatakpa yung jersey niya. Pero Junmar Fajardo, you look at that rebound, he really stretched his arms for that.
And for more on Junmar, balikan natin si Jessica.
Hindi kinabahan si Junmar Fajardo knowing that he was going to go up against Jerome Jordan in a front line like Tokentex. Pero sabi niya, kung saan siya kinakabahan is pag kaharap niya ang camera. Sabi niya, mag-move. Nung na-interview daw siya ng best player, mas natakot pa siya doon kesa nung alam niya kaharapin niya ang mga import. So, I think natakot pa siya ng konti.
Ako natakot din ako eh. And Junmar Fajardo coming off that huge double-double last Wednesday to earn himself best player of the game honors as Kabagkot. This is on the pull-up pero the leather ends up with Petron. Tignan mo naman yung Fajardo at Jordan, kala mo nagre-wrestling dun away from the ball.
Well, in the first quarter, Junmar Fajardo didn't really contribute much. But here in the third, he's doing it.
Henry Sims now with 15 points in this contest and Coach Norman Black has seen enough. Lamang na ng dalawa ang Petron, 50-48. Stellar play from all 5 on the floor. Henry Sims starting to take over, knocking down that basket as we head into this timeout.
Pagkatapos ng napakahirap na trabaho at pag-uwi sa bahay, ang hanap mo na lang ay aksyon? Sa Active, sagot na namin ang mga aksyong hanap mo. Hatid ng PBA D-League Foundation Cup ngayong Martes hanggang Biyernes ng gabi.
The shot that you want, but Santos banks it in with a strong move inside. Mendoza, beautiful move going to the rim. In and out dribble, getting the basket and the foul. For 3, knocks it down.
PBA D-League Foundation Cup. Dito lang sa Active.
Ngayong linggo na, itong PBA Run for a Cause 4. Run with the fans for the benefit of the Cancer and Hematology Center of the Philippine Children's Medical Center. 2-kilometer fitness walk, 3-kilometer run, 5-kilometer run, 10-kilometer run, o 15-kilometer run ang pwede niyong pagpilian. Ngayong linggo na po yan ha. Frontera Verde sa Chendesitas ang simula niyan. Dominic, nag-e-ensayong tumakbo dito.
Nagpa-practice na ako.
Gusto mo sumama kay Miko Halili talaga.
Hindi, iwan na natin kay Miko. Yung mas bagay sa kanya yung mga ganun suot.
Jerome Jordan with a jam. At ka rin pag nakita mo yung mga suot doon ni Miko. Oh no.
At yun ang sinabi ni Coach Norman Black sa timeout na, oh no, dahil 4 yung offensive rebound ng Petron, 7 second chance points.
Aray ko. Grabe, sabi ni Coach Norman, oh no, pag natalo tayo. Ano niyo si Miko? As Fajardo is fouled underneath. Or natapak ba? Stepping on the baseline ang tawag doon. Warning ang tuloy dito si Coach Olsen Rosella ng Petron. 4 na minuto lumilipas sa ating ikatlong yugto. Ano kaya ang sinabi ni Coach Norman during that last huddle? Alam ni Jessica, istorya dyan.
No hesitation ang ginanap ni Coach Norman in that last timeout. Ayaw niya daw makita humihinto ang mga player halfway through towards the basket. He wanted to see aggressiveness and he wanted them to go hard to the basket. At yun nga nakita natin ginawa ni Jerome Jordan, guys.
Jerome Jordan answering the call mula dito kay Coach Norman. Gusto niyang isalampak yun over 2 defenders daw.
Well, he wants his guys to go strong to the basket. In the first half, they were knocking down their shots. But now, he wants them to go stronger to the basket, to get fouled, to get these guys from Petron into foul trouble. He wants to exert yung kanilang effort na mabilis sila eh. Kaya nila makapunta sa basket. And their import doing it 2 times so far after that timeout.
Split nga lang yung kanyang free throws. Kamagdot na nagtawid para dito sa Petron. Tubin looking for Fajardo underneath. Nice drop step by Junmar. Perfect pass from Tubin. Hits the basket and goes to the line for goals.
In the first half, pretty much didn't do anything against the Junmar Fajardo. 7 points now for Fajardo and he got 2 fouls in the third quarter dito kay Jordan.
And that's 4 fouls in total para sa import ng tropang Texters. Napakalaking isda ang nahuli doon ni Junmar. Hindi nga lang makompleto yung 3-point play opportunity na yun. 52-51, it is Petron by 1, 7.5 remaining in the third. Reyes through a Jordan pick, gets rid of Lassiter. They get it over to Del Campo. RDO, he's in trouble, gets it to Dillinger. 8 to shoot, Dillinger on the baseline, slapped away. Jordan picks it up, foul on Fajardo.
Oh, he's working hard. I don't see Jordan. And that's the way to try to negate na may nagagawa sa kanya ni Junmar Fajardo. Papaulin mo din naman siya pagdating sa kabila.
Mintis lang yung una para dito kay Jerome Jordan. As we reminder, pinapakita natin, ito mula sa mga court of inspiration na itinayo ng kanilang mga kababayan mula Visayas at Mindanao sa tulong ng Alaksan FR. Bit-bit ang kanilang pangarap at na maging susunod na basketball star. Nandito na ang 50 Alaksan National Campers na nagpakita ng sipag, determinasyon at pagpupursige. Ngayon ang huling araw ng kanilang 3-day training sa National Camp kasama ang PBA Legends. At sa kanilang pagtatapos, bisita sila dito sa PBA upang mapanood at makilala ang kanilang mga inspirasyon, ang mga PBA players na buhayan na natin. Kanina, ang day 2 nila sa camp, tumutok lang sa active para sa pagpapatuloy ng kanilang lakbay tungo sa tagumpay. Ang gaganda ng mga kwento nila, kanina napapakinggan ko na sila ini-interview ng ating production crew. Hirap na hirap daw sila sa mga pinapagawa nila Benji Paras, nila Ronnie Magsano, Alvin Patrimonio, pero very inspiring naman daw. Mga salitang
Ang
binibitawan.
kagandahan to be part of that camp is the guys who are handling it know what they're doing. Talagang mas matututunan mo yung mga ginagawa. Junmar
Bakit hindi?
Fajardo.
Puro 25 greatest yun.
Diba? But Junmar Fajardo, he's young in this league but doing the right things.
Wanting to become part of the next 25 greatest.
This third quarter, he has owned it so far. Dapat natin din mabilang na statistic nitong si Junmar Fajardo in the third quarter. Ilang foul na ang nakuha niya sa mga Talk and Text big men, or not even the big men, from Talk and Text.
Penalty na dito ang tropang Texters. Mahigit 5 minuto pala lumilipas dito sa third quarter. Petronivers upon their feet. Yelling from the stands, all support para dito sa kanilang 5 sa sahig ngayon as they take a 2-point lead, 54-52. Alapag on the move, gets into the corner, Reyes.
Advocating for his team, finding Ryan Reyes off that 3 points. They needed that because they need to unclog the lane of Petron.
The number 1 3-point shooting team, field goal-wise, Stock and Tex uses their main weapon to get this 1-point lead. Petron nakakadalawang tres pa lang in this game. Sims from the outside though gets the 18-foot jumper.
In the third quarter, it's been Sims and Fajardo carrying the load for Petron.
Alapag, dadaan sa pick ni Ali. Ay pagpag, itong si Cabagnot. Alapag to Dillinger. Not that time around para dito sa tropa. Cabagnot surveys the floor. Petron up by 1. Alex with a pass to Dubit. Here's a 3.
Ronald Dubit hitting that third 3-point shot off Petron. And I would have said, libreng-libre sa ilalim si Junmar Fajardo.
8 puntos na para dito kay Tubid. Reyes trying to look for that crack in the defense. Gets it out to Ali. The man mounted, misses. Fajardo gets that rebound.
You notice Petron really trying to push the basketball and trying to get inside into the gut of the defense of Talking Tex.
Tabagnot looking for Fajardo. Ali keeping an eye on him. Alapag go double team ng ilaw. Now he commits. Tabagnot to Lassiter. Another three. Not that time. Sims against two. Is clobbered, held down, and he does not like that contact. Facing off with Ronnie Del Campo.
Another offensive rebound for Petron. Talking Tex with his fourth personal foul. Itong si Ronnie Del Campo.
First it was Tubid who lit it up from deep. Tapos ito si Henry Sims. Callers that missed from Lassiter did not like the contact coming from Reyes. Pero si Del Campo kinausap niya, hindi niya natanaw na tumama talaga sa kanya si Ryan Reyes.
Well, Reyes will always be more than willing to help out down low.
Tsaka walang nawawala kay Reyes sa lapat ng katawan. Usually mga ganyang contact medyo mababawasan ka ng energy kumbaga sa video game. Kay Ryan Reyes parang tuloy lang kahit anong banggaan. Miskisan gusto niya yan. Time out muna para dito sa TNT as they find themselves down by 5. Itong si Junmar Fajardo really making a difference para dito sa Petron. Dito sa third quarter, pinararamdaman na naman niya yung pagiging agile big man niya. Also, he can run the floor. He has proven that through this Commissioner's Cup. Siyempre, nagiging isang emerging dominant center na. Sky is the limit, para dito kay Fajardo.
Well, he's a rookie but he's playing solid para dito sa Petron. And what a great giant factor here in the third quarter, getting easily, dun sa bilang ko 5 fouls from the Talking Tex tropang texters.
Daya mo penalty na. Sigurado, minimum yan, 5.
Sa kanya lang.
Okay.
Diba?
Okay.
Kanina si Henry Sims
Okay. Wala ko, dinadaya mo ko Mintis yung
Magaling lang humula.
Yeah. Mintis yung free throw para dito kay Henry Sims pero lamang pa rin naman ang Petron ng 5. 60-55. Wala na 5 minuto na dito sa quarter number 3. Reyes overshoots. That 3-point shot starting to turn against Talking Tex here. Tabagnot looking for Sims underneath. Reyes takes it away. Castro launches it to Fonacier. Reyes and Fonacier. Nakita pa si Pick!
What a beautiful fast break for Talking Tex because they kept moving the basketball. Even if they already had the numbers, they kept the defense of Petron guessing.
Merong fast break na hindi ka nagdi-dribble pero ito halos hindi pa sumayad mga paa nila sa sahig. Si Alipik na lang yung nakatapak doon. Touch passing in midair.
Ayun, lumilipad sila.
Grabe. 60-58. Talking Tex getting it done on the fly. Baba sa dalawang abante ng Petron. Lassiter against Reyes. Fajardo pleading for that leather. Alisson on him. Reyes takes it away. Talking Tex once again. Reyes misses on the layup. Bothered by the defense there of Lassiter. Talking Tex will set this one up. Fonacier kontra dito kay Tubid. Aluseni comes out to provide the pick. Fonacier kicks it over. Peak carving some space. Tatlo kalaban. Pagkasabit ng foul.
Ali Peak working on the 3 Petron Blaze boosters. And if that's a foul on Junmar Fajardo, that's going to be number 3 on Fajardo.
Talking Tex getting it done with their import na nakaplanta doon sa kanilang bench because of 4 personal fouls.
If you notice what Talking Tex is doing now is they're quickening the pace. They're really trying to use Ryan Reyes, Jason Castro to be able to push the basketball, get opportunities off that fast break.
Peak ties it at 60. Pang-11 deadlock ng ating laro. Ganong kadigdigan ang labanan natin ngayon doon.
Well, the beauty of it is one team will make a run pero may pangsagot agad yung kabila, and that's why we have so much bad blood between these two teams.
Tobid doesn't go. Castro to Fonacier on the run. Larry against Alex. Ganda naman ang iwas niya sa bola doon.
And that's a fast break for Talk and Text. A little bit different now. It's an 8-0 run or 7-0 run by Talk and Text, now leading by
Filipino Ali Peak bannering that run with a layup after 2 free throws. 62-60. Bigla-bigla na lang lamang ang tropa.
And Talk and Text trying to apply a little bit of pressure on the backcourt to try to delay the offense of Petron.
Aside from 12 deadlocks, 13 lead change na rin ang ating natuto ngayon dito. Biggest lead of this contest has only been 5 points and both teams nakapagtatag na niya.
Well, yun nga no? Sagutan talaga, napakagandang matchup nitong Talk and Text and Petron. If you look at Junmar Fajardo, now it's Ali Peak guarding him. So dumaan na sa kanya si Ranidel, dumaan na sa kanya si Raba, dumaan na sa kanya si Jordan. So really trying to find 3-4 different guys to stop Junmar Fajardo here in the third quarter.
Pero yung free throw shooting ni Junmar starting to taper off. Actually, nung Wednesday pa nagsimula yan. He was shooting in the mid-70s before Wednesday's contest. Ngayon, nasa high 60s na lang. Yung shooting niya still good enough, pero mas maganda towards the 80s ang mapakita yung touch.
For you to be considered a good free throw shooter, you have to shoot over 80%.
62-61. Talking Text by 1. Fonacier takes the contact from Lutz. Go through to the line for 2 shots.
Now the difference is, ever since Coach Norman called that timeout, na sinabi niya, walang matatakot, be more aggressive, try to get to the basket. You can see the change in Talk and Text kung sa kanilang opensa, really now trying to get layups.
Itong tropang Texers really answering the call from their head coach. One of a rare breed of Grand Slam coaches dito sa PBA.
Coach Norman, one of the best coaches in the Philippines. Pag tinignan mo na lang, ilan yung napanalo niya, not just in the PBA, but even in the collegiate ranks.
Lassiter. Pero naalala ko si Coach Norman, minsan lang nag-give up. Nung nagkaroon tayo ng Rappi Hapa team ng ABC Days natin. Isang practice na, sabi ni Coach Norman, they will go nowhere. Walang mangyayari sa mga yan. Alala mo yun, ABC tayo. I don't wanna coach this. Busy lang sa coach.
I grew up with Coach Norman. Madalas ko makalaban yan. In the playgrounds, yun ang kagandahan dito kay Coach Norman. Actually, nakasabay ko siya papasok kanina at sabi niya, tinatanong niya kung naglalaro pa rin ako. And Coach Norman is what? Over 50 years old. And
hindi 38 lang si Coach. Sabihin ko sa kanya, sabi mo.
Nagsasabi lang ng totoo.
Mukha namang under 40.
Pero ang kaganda, yun na nga. Diba?
May pambawi ka.
Siyempre.
Baka tirahin ka pag nakalaro ka ulit.
Kaya nga hindi na ako naglalaro eh.
Coach Norman, you tira this guy. 66-61.
Just like you have kwento.
Ayan. Talk and Text now up by 5. Miranda back on the floor. Gets it to Santos. Looking to pass it off at the last possible second. Taken away by Talk and Text. Pero Lassiter is right there to get it back. Lassiter with a power move.
Well, you'll take that. They need 2 points. You have Marshall Lassiter trying to fake off people, and because nanggaling yun dun sa, kumbaga, hustle points yun para kay Marshall Lassiter.
Ali trying to decide what to do. Gets it to Castro. Aluseni sa poste. Kontra kay Santos. They clear out. Denok from behind. Abando out-hustles him. Last touch na doon si Denok Miranda. 5 segundo na titira sa shot clock ng tropa. Tignan nga natin. Ba't sila nagre-reklamo? Looked like it was off Miranda. Pusot sa binti na ito ni Aba. Lassiter, rebound. Miranda has Fajardo running with him. They go the other way. Lutz with a pull-up. Lutz could not deliver the goods. Aluseni in the backcourt. Everybody at Petron up on their feet as Fonacier couldn't make him pay. Lassiter will push it. Mag-aantay muna ng rest back. Fajardo kontra Aluseni sa poste. Quick spin!
At that time, good defense by Raba Aluseni, not giving up a foul.
Pero you have this feeling ito Petron, not just the people on the bench, not just their supporters, even the 5 on the floor, starting to mind the calls and non-calls. Even after nung spin na yun ni Fajardo, nakatingin siya sa referee, tumatakbo na ang tropa.
Well, that's something. If you feel like you're not getting the calls, you still have to keep on playing. You have to make sure that you do not react or get delayed by those non-calls or calls.
Kita niyo si Miranda, nag-enter frame mula doon sa kaliwa. Nakaupo siya doon sa first
Pahinga
row.
lang sandali.
Nga, dalawang free throw naman daw yan. 68-63, talking text by 5. Less than 90 seconds remaining in quarter number 3. Si Henry Sims waiting na sa scorer's table. As Denok Miranda starts to make his move, clear drop is good!
At that time, Petron doing their own version of that high pick and roll, getting to the basket. Miranda, that's the beauty of a Denok Miranda. He's always fired up and intense.
Bonasher waiting for their set to execute. Pull-up jumper. Oh, good. Ali Peak taps it over to Aban. Fresh shot clock para dito sa tropa. Less than a minute na dito na sa quarter number 3. Castro on the move. Doppler gets the layup.
Vintage Jason Castro getting to the basket.
Speaking of explosions to the basket, Lassiter gustong magnakaw sa kabilang dulo. Ang problema, looked like he tweaked something as he will be trooping to the line for 2 shots.
Jason Castro just doing what he does best. Doon siya nagsimula sa halos 3-point line. Yung mga bumabantay sa kanya mas malapit sa basket. Pero pagdating sa dulo, siya pa rin yung una.
Grabe, no? Lassiter rattles home the first free throw. Marshall Lassiter now with 8 points in total, coming off a 5-point performance matapos yung string of 6 or 7 games niya wherein he averaged 17 points. Marshall goes 2 for 2. And that brings Petron to within 3 points. Castro contra Miranda. Ali will provide the pick. Castro dances through for the reverse.
Back-to-back hits by Jason Castro now with 9 points in the ball game.
Tahimik din yung performance ni Jason Castro last Wednesday, trying to make up for lost time here. As Miranda gets rid of Aban. Santos behind Upasa. Got the reset with Lutz. Lutz crossover all the way to the hole. A picture of beauty yung crossover na yun ni Chris Lutz.
And he makes it look so easy itong si Chris Lutz. Parang maganda dito kay Chris Lutz. Alam mo, ang laki yan, ha? He's about 6'3", close to 6'4". So quick.
Alusini from the baseline. Would have counted if it went. And that'll do it for the first 36 minutes of action. Etong talking next tropang Dexters magbabahon ng 3 puntos na kalamangan as we head into the 4th and final quarter sa aming pagbabalik. Hello. And of course our producer Randy Victoria. As we remind everybody na matutunghayan natin hard-hitting MMA action sa PXC 37 for the Bantamweight Championship. Sina Crisanto, The Slugger, Pipitunge at Michinori Tanaka ang magbabakbakan. Meron din namang Mark Mugen-Striegel at Yusuke Yachi sa May 18, alas 7 ng gabi. Ang simula ng lahat sa Inaris Sports Arena. Mapapanood din via satellite alas 9 ng gabi. Dito lang sa Active. Tickets are available at all SM Tickets and Ticket World.
Well, Petron made some headway in the 3rd quarter because of their offensive rebounds and the second chance points. But towards the end, Talk and Text now getting fast break points and making Petron pay off their turnovers. 9 turnover points in that 3rd quarter for Talk and Text.
Ali Peak also came to life in that 3rd quarter. Loses that leather to Lassiter. Now na si Santos. Arwin had to stretch. Gets the finger roll.
Yung pag-stretch ni Arwin Santos, parang effortless pa din.
Kahit yung pagsalo, medyo mataas yung base. Pero ayos lang yan. Sukat na sukat ni Spider-Man yan. Castro to Aluseni. Underneath.
He gathered himself before he got that basket or went up for it. And that's the beauty of Raba Aluseni. Hindi na siya nagmamadali.
Aluseni with his first bucket. Santos, high-low, papunta dun kay Sims. Kasama nila sila Lutz, Miranda, and Lassiter. Henok, all alone for a 3. No-go, Arwin is there. Ayaw pa rin. Ryan Reyes with the rebound. Kasama niya sina Castro, Aluseni, Peak, and Fonacher. Castro on the move. No. Ali, putback is good.
Working hard on those offensive rebounds. Ali Peak now with 9 points in the ball game.
76-71. It is Talk and Text by 5. They are getting it done with Jerome Jordan planted on their bench. Henry Sims trying to make the most of the line of sight he has. Pag nandun yung Jerome Jordan kasi ang haba ng galamay.
Mapapailing ka talaga kapag yun ang lumalapit o lumalabas papunta sa'yo.
76-73. Talk and Text abante ng tatlo. Aluseni from the outside, and that power move inside got his confidence going there.
Rabba Al-Husseini, the beauty of his ball game is he can do it inside and he can do it outside, especially when it comes in the flow of the offense. Rabba is just priceless para sa Panthers.
Pass it there to Sims. Aluseni on it. They swing it around to nobody.
That pass was in between Miranda and Lutz.
Pero a split second ago, Lutz was there. Bigla siyang kumalas papunta dun sa kanto.
Sinusubukan niyang magbigyan ng mas malaking lugar. But that time, turnover for Petron.
Coach Olsen planted on his seat right now. Starting to get frustrated here. Castro again in traffic. Gets into Aluseni. Miranda right there. Pero pati braso kasama.
Number 239 on the second first team from Wastelands. Substitution, Jared Dillinger for Larry Finisher. 14 seconds on the shot clock.
Dillinger also not too many minutes in this game. Dillinger only with 16 so far.
Castro against two. Ali looking to capitalize. Raba underneath. Talkentex locating the open man, locating the mismatch there.
For that time, Rabba Al-Husseini, you said it, gaining his confidence, and you know that Rabba Al-Husseini is not shy to take those shots.
Largest lead of the contest na itatagta ng Talkentex. Hindi mabawasan ang Petron dun sa ilalim. Tatakbo na naman dito ang tropa. Aluseni kontra Santos. Raba looking to use his heft. Goes glass for the two.
8 points in the fourth quarter for Rabba Al-Husseini. The big men on both ends able to give that spark for their team.
Napatingin pa si Aluseni doon sa bench ng Petron before heading into their huddle. Tandaan natin, once upon a time, naglaro to sa Petron franchise. Didn't get much minutes. Now he's looking to make him pay.
And looking at the bench of Petron, like, this is what you're missing.
Grabing spurt ang pinapakita dito ni Raba Aluseni. Ano daw, Jerome Jordan who? Sabi nito ni Raba, they're not missing their import right now.
8 points for Rabba Al-Husseini all in this quarter. Pag sinasabi niya, parang nag-break sila di ba? Sinasabi, this is me now.
Yan. Tamo, taas noon na ang takbo nito ni Raba Aluseni. Pero sorry Raba, with all due respect, walang tatalo sa takbong mayaman ni Sani Kabatu.
Classic!
Diba yun? 82-73, Talkentex by 9. Petron looking to stop the bleed. Unmar underneath, no basket. Pulled from behind before the attempt. Coach Olsen wanting to go underneath. Maatake nga niya yung depensa. Nung nagbabagang opensa na neto ni Raba.
Well, that's how you can stop one guy from scoring. Try to make him play defense.
Yun, balik sila dun. Handoff, pabalik kay Miranda. Denok for the reverse is fouled by Aluseni.
Great pass by Junmar Fajardo. Nahanap niya itong si Denok Miranda. Well-run play.
That's one thing na hindi masyadong napapag-usapan. Yung free throw, yung touch from the perimeter, yung power underneath at rebounding ni Junmar, given yun. Pero yung passing ability, nandoon din, ano?
Oh, marunong mamasa itong si Junmar Fajardo. You know, if you're that big, you have to learn to be able to pass the basketball to let the defense away from you also every time or every so often.
Alam mo to, si Denok is coming off a tournament personal best 17-point performance na nakaraang Miyerkules. Meron din balita si Jessica tungkol sa kanya.
Maganda nga ang laro ni Denok. Kasabi niya sa akin, he's just grabbing the opportunity na ibinibigay sa kanya ng sistema nila sa Petron. At nung tinanong ko sa kanya, how do you go up against guys like Jimmy Alapag and Jason Castro? Sabi niya, well, sila yung heart and soul ng Petron. Pagdating kay Jason, ako, hahabulin na lang yan ang hahabulin. Grind it out, sabi niya sa akin, guys.
Oh, grit and grind ang kailangan mo gawin. Napakirap, doubler nga no? Dyan kay Jason. Miranda on the move, bounces it to Fajardo. Look at the footwork of the big man.
And you remember the difference of that play. Nung nangyari yun, nung first half, masyadong malayo si Junmar Fajardo. Now he's much closer. Didn't dribble the basketball. 1-2 steps, layup, 2 points.
Alapag for three. Doesn't work. Sims for the rebound. Here comes Petron. Miranda against Jimmy, looking to muscle his way through. Stopped on his tracks. Sims from the outside. Ayaw. Aluseni for the board. Less than 8 minutes remaining in game number 1. Best of 3 quarterfinals po to. Petron and Top and Tex. Anim ang abante ng tropa. Alapag for 3. Bang!
Just keeping the defense guessing looking sa Jimmy Alapag. That's his first 3-point shot. We mentioned in the first 2 quarters he was quarterbacking well for his team, finding his teammates, now taking that 3-point shot.
Jump hook na Junmar, hindi umubra. Talk and Tex looking for the first double-digit spread of this contest. Alapag kontra Miranda. Ali will offer the pick. Di gagamitin ni Jimmy. They go to Reyes. Jumps a pass to Raba. Reyes underneath, bails him out of trouble. Shot clock was at 1.
Raba missed that give and go, but Ryan Reyes would not be denied to get his 2 points.
11 na ang abante ng tropa. Petron has less than 7 minutes to try and make up the difference. Reyes with a steal from behind. Reyes gets it to Alapag. Nakita mo si Ali. And the Man Mountain will troop to the line for 2 shots.
Wow, Talk and Tex has just unleashed their basketball game here in the 4th quarter.
When they get out on the run, I don't think many teams can keep in step with this tropa. Kita mo naman, pati mga airball na tira, nasasalba pa ni Ryan Reyes. And ito, nakakala sila ng 2 free throws when they push the action once again.
Fantastic basketball here for Talk and Tex in the 4th quarter. And they did that without their import na ngayon, kakapasok lang.
Let's see what Jerome Jordan has to offer as he makes his return. Ang tagal nito sa bench halfway through the 3rd quarter nung mapulot niya ang kanyang 4th personal foul. Pinalitan niya dito si Rafa Aluseni na napakaganda rin naman ng pinakita. Coach Olsen wants to talk things over. 89-76, nag-uumpisa na mamaga ang kalamangan ng tropa. Kailangan yung unleaded o yung excess, pag na, yung blaze na ang kanilang ikarga.
Well, Petron, you know what? They played well in the 3rd quarter. Parang sukat yung laban nila. But all of a sudden, Talk and Tex making that run now. It's up to Petron. Ano ba ang kinakailangan nila para makabalik? Because Junmar Fajardo in the 3rd quarter. Let's see here in the 4th, sino bang gagawa para sa kanila?
We go back to Junmar. Ali on him. Push towards the baseline. No basket daw. He was pushed before the shot. Shot clock is reset to 14. Let's see where Petron goes. Miranda to Tube. They go the other way. Dito naman sa kanan. Junmar ulit. Spinning baseline. Junmar spinning the pabalik. Natapak to sa baseline.
Good help defense that time by Larry Fonasher. Forcing.
As we send it over to Jessica.
Discussion ang naging dating ng huling huddle ng Petron as they proceeded to figure out their defensive strategy laban sa Talk and Text. Maraming nag-voice out ng kanilang mga opinion, including Alex Cabagnot and even Henry Sims. At ang huling paalala ng coaches sa kanila is marami pang oras and they can still pull themselves together if they work hard at it, guys.
Alapag for 3 doesn't work. Communication always key, especially on the defensive end.
Well, especially for Petron, you know, you have a lot of stars on your team. So guys will always voice out their opinion. At kapag kinama naman yung coaching staff ng Petron, star-studded din. And that's the beauty of having that coaching staff. And these guys, you know, one thing, you just gotta be able to make them play all together. Yun naman ang hirap sa trabaho ng isang coach of a strong team.
Junmar working double time underneath, earning for himself a trip to the line para dito sa dalawang free throw. Fajardo gets that first Lassiter making his way back onto the floor. Papalitan si Denok Miranda.
Let's go!
5:33 natitira. Still a dozen-point lead para sa tropa. Mintis yung pangalawa para dito kay Junmar.
So 12 points down, a lot of time left for Petron. One thing though that they gotta do is get down on defense to stop those fast break opportunities of Talk and Tex.
Alapag down low. Jordan kontra Fajardo. Tutulong ba si Sims? Jordan almost lost it but was fouled in the process. Henry Sims, pangalawang personal foul niya.
Jordan is really playing on his 26th minute dito sa larong ito. Well, he had 4 fouls in the third quarter.
Problema talaga siya doon. Pinasok siya dito with 6.5 remaining. Tubit trying to body up on Dillinger. 5 to shoot. The Daredevil fading away. Couldn't get the 2. Sims for the rebound. Petron looking to attack. They get it to Cabagnot. Fajardo asking for it. Cabagnot looks to attack Alapag. They reset. Sims from the outside.
Good setup job by Alex Cabagnot on his import. Henderson, 22 points, and most of the points of Petron now coming from the outside.
Mabasa 10 ang kailangan bunuin dito ng Blaze Boosters. Alapag trying to get this tropa into their set. Dillinger from the left. Gets it out. Fonacher from way out. Oh! Goes glass from the parking lot.
What a shot by Larry Fonacher.
92-79. That's a backbreaker of a three-pointer, dog.
There was still 4 seconds in the shot clock. So pwede pa siya mag-one fake, dribble closer and get that shot. But Fonacher felt it and made that shot.
Pwede pa nga mamalengke muna eh. Ay, wala pa nasa Farmers galing yun. Our Prestone Cool under pressure play, yung tira na yun ni Larry Fonacher. Brought to you by Prestone Coolant. Prevents overheating, works better than water alone. Now in a cool, new packaging. Ronnie Del Ocampo coming back into this contest. What a first half he had. Third quarter, pinagtuunan ng pansin itong si RDO ng depensa ng Petron. Everybody else stepped up.
With that third quarter, Petron and Tokentex really fought it out, but in the fourth, itong si Raba Al-Hussein was able to give them that spurt. Now, Ronnie Del Ocampo is back. He had 18 in the first half, 22 in total. Let's see what he can do in the fourth to put away Petron.
4 na minuto na lang natin tira. Castro with the leather. Almost lost it. 8 to shoot. Reach and foul whistled on Cabagnot.
You know, one thing when you're playing Tokentex is you cannot be resting on defense. Diba lagi sinasabi, you need to know what's happening on the court. You need to have your knees bent ready to play defense. And that is just the most apt way of trying to play defense against Tokentex kasi hindi ka pwede mag-relax.
Castro on the move. Kicks it out. Alapag to RDO. Iniwasan ito si Sims. Naputukan sila ng 24. That time around, hindi nga nagpahinga ang depensa ng Petron.
That's the effect of that block shot of Henry Sims kanina. Dito kay Ranidel, one shot fake. He had to dribble around the defense. Didn't have enough time to do that.
Petron down by 11. 3:35 to go. Coach Olsen wanting to map out this next sequence. Full timeout ang request dito ng Petron.
Game 1 na daw of what will be a best-of-3 series.
Everybody up on their feet inside the Smart Araneta Coliseum.
He's feeling it. He is feeling it. He is feeling it.
Valiant effort mula sa Air 21. And what a game. What a team effort.
You cannot take anything this league for granted. Siguro yung pinakita namin ngayon, kailangan mas may ipakita talaga ng goal.
Get ready for action and reaction. And I think we should put an SPG right now.
Sa puntong ito, silipin muna natin ang ating Rexona Power Rebound. Starting dito, none other than Jerome Jordan. Brought to you by Rexona Man with 50% more long-lasting protection so you can do more. 92-81, Tokentex up by 11 points pero ang bola nasa Petron. 3:35 to try and overhaul this 11-point deficit.
Well, let's talk about Tokentex first. One of the do's is they need to knock down their outside shots. They've been knocking them down 47% from the three-point area. For Petron, how do they overhaul it? They need to work and make their inside presence felt. They were successful when they went to Junmar harder in the third quarter. Now they gotta get those offensive rebounds if they miss the shot.
Marshall Lassiter drills a three. Huge pick given up by Fajardo. Pamasa walong hinahabol ng Petron. Lassiter now with a total of 12 points. Castro kontra Tubit. Goes to the left side. Castro steps on the gas. Picks up the personal on Junmar Fajardo.
Pag nakita mo nakatabi itong si Jason Castro kay Junmar Fajardo, balikat lang, no?
Kahit sino naman tabi mo kay Junmar. Lalo na pag si Hanin. Hanggang bewang.
Hindi naman. Sa pusod.
Pinalampas mo ba? Castro takes care of the first. Raba Aluseni, who had a solid fourth quarter, or opening of the fourth quarter for himself. Back on the floor para kay RDO. Coach Norman going where kung sino yung mainit siyang nakapasok dito.
Okay, yung maganda linaruan ko si Rabi Al-Husseini, diba nakaupo si Ranidel. Tapos yung pinahinga si Raba, pinasok naman si Ranidel. Ranidel hasn't been as effective as he was in the first half. So ibabalik na si Raba.
94-84. Petron down by 10. They go to the corner. Tubid and to scamper for it. 3 to shoot. Tubid.
Back-to-back trays for Petron. One from Laster, now from Ronald Tubid. Just 7 points down.
The long ball keeping Petron within striking distance here. Castro bobbles. Kick out past Reyes. Mahaba pa kanila shot clock. Castro doesn't have to hurry. But Fonacher launches it. Couldn't get the three. Sims gets the rebound. Here comes Petron. Kabagnot to Tubid. Gets it to Fajardo. Deep position. Fajardo gets the 2 points. No, it's waved off. Offensive foul daw yun.
Junior Fajardo, that was a good move. But we gotta see the replay. Natamaan niya sa muka.
The call came a little bit late. Pero he did swing the elbow. Ang hindi lang nagustuhan ng mga tao dito sa loob ng Big Dome, huli na yung pito.
Good seal job by Fajardo. He's gonna face basket and then swing it there. At doon, natamaan.
Hindi pa pumipito. When he makes the basket, that is when the call is made. Perfect angle there.
So a little bit late yung tawag na yun kay Junior Fajardo.
And yun ang hindi nagustuhan ng bench ng Petron as well as the Petronifers in attendance. Pero tinamaan naman talaga ito si Jerome Jordan.
Fifth personal foul now on Junior Fajardo. Ang mahirap dyan para sa Petron, it semi-stop their momentum. They could have been down by just less. So now the key for Petron is trying to regroup. You know, there are types or there are points in the ball game na hindi mo makukuha yung tawag. And the question is, how do you react to that character?
Talaga namang hot blood ang ating natutunghayan dito sa loob ng Big Dome. Talk and Tex and Petron not wanting to give an inch to each other here. Game number 1 to, napakaigsing serye. Dome, best of 3 lamang, makaisa ka, twice to beat ka na.
So kung boxing ang labanan, there's no pulling of punches.
Yan.
You really gotta show, iba na talaga pag manalo ka ng una because it assures you of at least 3 games.
Timeout requested by Fonacher. Petron's defense holding up in that sequence. 30-second variety ang ihilingin dito ng tropang Texters. 2 minutes and 14 para sa Petron. It might just be imperative para sa kanila to get a stop in this next sequence as we take a look at our games tomorrow. Yung mga twice to beat, Alaska at Rain or Shine will be in action. First game, Alaska kontra Air 21 sa Moa Arena. Susundan ng salpukang Rain or Shine at Barangay Ginebra. 5:45 is the opening tip. 5:30, malamang. Nasa area na tayo niya.
Very important for Barangay Ginebra be able to get that ball game. You know, for Air 21 and Barangay Ginebra, there's no tomorrow.
Oh, yun din ang mangyayari sa matatalo dito as ito, Talk and Tex, what a play executed there. Nakaw inbound papunta sa front court. Castro going through that RDU pick. Castro recovers. His pass taken away by Sims. Here comes Petron. Tobid runs out of space on that sideline. Napakasakit niyan para dito sa Petron.
Napakasakit because that was an unforced turnover for Petron and they could have cut the lead down.
You're actually going to review that? So they will be reviewing that last
They want to make sure
na si Tubid tumawid out of bounds.
this was that pass that Castro did and Tubid losing the leather.
At sinigurado lang nila na si Tubid ang last touch kahit siya lang yung tao. 95-87, Petron looking for this stop. Talk and Tex, will they come up with another gem of an inbound play? This time around, nasa backcourt yung bola. Reyes will get it across. Castro now wasting away the time. 15 on their shot clock, a minute and 42 remaining in this game. Castro has 8 to work with. Dancing with Tubid. 5 segundo na lang. Castro for 3. No! Arwin Santos sky high for the rebound. Opening a window para dito sa Petron. Kabagnot. Taking the contact from Reyes, fouled way before the shot, pero penalty na rin naman. Etong tropa, so 2 shots para kay Kabagnot.
Smart play by Alex Cabagnot. Pushing the basketball, he knows that time is not on their side, and that time he even caught that foul from Ryan Reyes.
Alex takes care of the first. 95-88 this second one. Crucial para sa Petron to pull this to a 2-possession deficit with just 1 minute and 24. Kabagnot misses. Rebound battle na kay RDO. The breaks going the way of the tropang texters here. That turnover and that missed free throw definitely hurting Petron. Reyes to the corner. Ranidel puts it on the floor. Kick out pass. Jimmy for 3. No! Lassiter para sa rebound. Less than a minute to go. Marshall against Reyes all the way to the hole.
A good heads-up play by Marshall Lassiter going to the basket, getting the 2 points. He did not settle for that 3-point shot, making the defense of Ryan Reyes pay.
Down to a 5-point lead itong tropang texters. Marshall Lassiter. Wise decision. If he missed the 3 there, it might have just been over.
That could have been a backbreaker. Sometimes, you know, you really got to gamble with a 3-point shot, but that time, that was a good play by Marshall. 14 points, 3 rebounds, and 3 assists, plus 3 steals for Lassiter.
Super Marshall back with a vengeance coming off that 5-point performance last Wednesday. Pakinggan natin si Coach Ronald Black.
Jimmy's coming out. If we can't get the ball in bounds, you come back and get it. Okay? What's in the game? Right now, you got the ball out. No, Ryan's in for Jason's in for that. Ryan, when he comes out, this is what you're gonna do.
On my end.
You're right here. You're gonna pop out and get this basketball. I need Jerome and Jason. Let's go. Go Ranadell. Get him in the post, guys. In the post.
Petron is only down by 2 possessions here. Good, honest defense might just get it done. They can get a steal right away. Mas gaganda pa ang kanilang kalagayan.
Well, definitely for Petron, they need to be able to play good defense, force Talking Tex into a jumper or a turnover.
Marshall Lassiter leaving his feet. They wanted to go to the trap. Ang problema, naipit si Lassiter in midair, ending up giving up the foul. Both teams are in the penalty.
Marshall Lassiter wanted to push that steal, pero napakatangkad nitong si Jordan.
Tatalunin mo to even have a chance at it. Now Jordan will be tested. Jordan misses on the first. So whatever happens to him, it is just gonna be a 2-possession lead para dito sa Talking Tex. Jerome Jordan, 3 of 10 from the free throw line so far tonight.
So could end up becoming a good foul by Lassiter.
Oh, it does. Oh, pero RTO takes it away from Sims. Talking Tex just getting the bounce here late in the game. TNT wasting away the time. No need to give him a foul. 8 segundo na lang. Ang shot clock ng tropa. Reyes puts up a 3.
Oh, that's big. That is huge. Big Ryan Reyes.
Blooded 3 mula dito kay Ryan Reyes. Shoves Talking Tex up by 8. How huge was that missed rebound? Grabe yung naging resulta. Ranidel de Ocampo just getting a finger on it, and that results into this killer 3 by Reyes.
Well, you talk about not giving up on any play. That's what happened to Ranidel de Ocampo, and that opened up that opportunity for that Ryan Reyes 3-point shot.
Ranidel de Ocampo has somewhat been shut down here in the second half, especially in the fourth quarter. That was on the offensive end. Pero sa hustle, hindi mo rin matatawaran ang puso neto ni RDO.
At yun na, nakuha na ni Henry Sims yung rebound na yun, but he ended up tapping it, getting the ball out of his hands, and getting it to Ryan Reyes.
Ryan Reyes, 16 points in total already. para dito kay Energizer.
Up.
None bigger than those last three.
I see down screen to go, Marshall. So that on the curl, back pick Marvin, one more. Stop, great.
Substitution, Larry
Petron's gotta go quick. Whether it's a 3 or a 2, I just need a 3 with only 26.4 remaining. But it just has to be quick. Cabagnot looking for Lassiter. He unleashes one.
And that's the same play they ran against Air 21 to force that into overtime. So still keeping the door open.
They will need some luck here, or some bad luck para sa Talking Text from the free throw line.
But they gotta make sure that they get the rebound and secure it. This is that same play that they ran against Air 21 to force it into overtime for Marshall Lassiter. Lassiter hitting the 3. Now it will depend on the free throws of Talking Text.
Ponasher making sure of that first free throw.
6 out of 6.
Make that 7 of 7 para sa baby-faced assassin. And it is back to a 7-point lead para sa Tropa, 193.
You know, you got a big play by Petron, then you got a solid play in return for Talking Text. And this is the quality of basketball for both these teams.
Taking it out. Ronald, here, Hey, Henry and Arvin, go. Down screen, Henry. If it's open, but what we're looking for is this. Henry, as you down screen, go. Make this pass. Tapos Arvin, pagka ganun, balikan mo. So hinahanap natin. Coach, if he's open, I'm giving, right? Oh. Pero if not,
No retreat, no surrender para dito sa Petron. They may be down by 7 points, pero Coach Olsen Racela is once again looking for that quick 3 to turn the complexion of this game.
Well, that's what you need. 19 seconds to go. You need a 3-point shot or a 3-point play.
Lassiter on the catch. Doesn't work that time. Castro saves it, and that should do it. Ranidel de Ocampo will troop back to the line for 2 shots. Talking Text, by all indications, looks like they will be drawing first blood.
Well, they've been playing solid. When their import sat down, the locals delivered para dito sa Talking Text. Ito namang Petron, you know, you gotta give it to them also. Bumabalik sila ng bumabalik, but Talking Text just able to make the plays that count. Yung kanina, yung rebound na yun, or yung tapik ni Ranidel de Ocampo off that rebound of Henry Sims is what really changed the complexion, because that led into that Ryan Reyes 3-point shot.
Jerome Jordan will get a breather from Coach Norman Black for the final 12 seconds. Ranidel misses both. 7-point deficit staring at Petron. Cabagnot for 3. Couldn't hit. And Aluseni will seal it with that rebound. Huge win para dito sa Talking Text. They take game 1. They draw first blood.
Fantastic game for Talking Text. Like we said, nung nagka-problema yung kanilang import, the locals were able to deliver. Guys like Rabah Al-Husseini was able to explode in the fourth quarter. And talk about Ranidel de Ocampo pretty much all game long, especially in the first quarter, naka-20 puntos. Itong si Ranidel de Ocampo, the scoring was really led by their locals. But our best player, Magu, the guy who did it all game long in all different areas, is of course Ryan Reyes.
Ryan Reyes, the Energizer. What would you be more satisfied with tonight, Ryan? Your defense all over the place, or that killer 3 that broke this game open?
Just the defense, because we got to continue doing that the next game. So we guys got to keep it up. That's all.
Ryan, I know you guys aren't familiar with this 6th place finish entering into the quarterfinals, but you know, seems like your game is really picking up as a team. Do you think you guys are going to go all the way up to the finals?
We just got to take it one game at a time, but so far we're doing good, so we also keep it up.
Here's your chance, Ryan, to invite the rest of TNT Nation this coming Sunday back here at the Big Dome for Game 2 of this series.
Just come out to see our game this Sunday. Support us, the TNT. We'll give you a show. You know, we'll play all out, 110%.
That's once again a man of few words, ha? Etong si Ryan Reyes. Huge win para dito sa Talk and Text Tropang Texters. Petron will try and bounce back and equalize come Sunday. First game po yan dito sa loob ng Big Dome. Sa ngalan ni Dominico ni Jessica Mendoza, Magumarjan po, nagpapasalamat sa inyong panonood. Stand by for the Active Center. This has been a Sports 5 production of the PBA on Active.